Did you just say Adam was alive? This some kind of joke or what?
Well, where did you hear this?
I was just as skeptical as you two, especially considering my source, Ian Ward.
You've been in contact with that man?
Oh, well, that explains it. If you were in contact with Ian Ward, then he was playing head games with you.
Do you think I would take anything from that man at face value? I looked into it. Adam is alive.
How'd you verify this?
Ian told me things only Adam could know. They've been in this together from the very beginning.
That just means that Ian Ward did good research.
Victor?
You don't think I'd know if my son were alive?
Not if he changed his name and his face.
Chelsea, listen, I really wish you'd pick up so we could talk this out. Okay, look, you and Connor, they were the most important things to me in my entire life, okay? And that includes getting revenge on my father. It's not even close. Just, you gotta believe me. That's why I'm out here tonight. You know, I'm trying to shut this whole Paragon thing down. I'm trying to fix it. And when I do, I want to come back to you and I want to talk it out, okay? I mean, we can get away from here. We can get away from my father. And you, me, and Connor, we can all be together the way it should be. Baby, I just need you to believe in me one more time, okay? Please.
He's alive. Adam didn't die in that car crash.
Is this some kind of sick joke, Chelsea?
Emotional?
He's alive and in town and calling himself Gabriel Bingham.
Gabe.
Maybe you should sit down. Do you want to sit down? Are you okay?
I'm fine. No, actually, I'm not fine. Look, I'm not drunk or delusional or working some angle. I know it seems impossible to comprehend or accept, but it's the truth.
It's not true. Chelsea, I was there. I saw his car.
Adam, he was very hurt and he was very badly burnt. But the real Gabriel Bingham is the person who died there at the accident site. The real Gabriel. He wanted to help Adam. He was trying to save him.
All right, look. I was there. You weren't, and it didn't happen that way. Chelsea, there's no way anybody was making it out of that.
Nobody, except for someone like Adam.
That's just not possible.
Oh, yeah, don't you guys see? Look past the plastic surgery, the new look. Peel away the cover story, and you will see what has literally been staring you straight in the face. Underneath it all, you know it's Adam.
Just give it up, Mom. I'm not letting you out of my sight until Ian is caught.
Honey, you have a bar to run and a wife to look after.
And he's done well with both. The wife is happy. The bar is closed for the night. Please stay, Nikki.
It's truly unnecessary. Your father has people guarding me.
Ian managed to slip past his prison guards. I'm done underestimating how obsessed and unpredictable he is.
You're safe here. You know how your son worries, Nikki.
All right, I will stay, but I promise you there is no need to. Hold on. Paul, what's going on?
What is it?
Ian's been arrested. He's back in prison.
Okay, now we can celebrate.
They got Ian Ward.
You got Ian Ward dead?
Caught, back in prison.
Damn it.
Isn't that a good thing?
Yeah. No, it is. I'm just, I'm thinking about all the time and the money that we've spent now cleaning this whole thing up.
I'm on that. I can have Paul send me to the prison.
What good is that gonna do?
Maybe I can convince Ward to tell me how to shut down the Paragon virus. He knows all the secrets.
No, listen, Kevin, he's not gonna help you. He's trying to inflict as much pain and damage as possible. He's not gonna help you. But there might be another way.
You found something?
Possibly found something, but I'm gonna need your help pulling this off.
We should go. Give you some time to process this.
You know, all this time I wondered about Bingham's hatred of me. Never really bought that story that he told about the father he lost. He spent all this time trying to destroy his real father.
You thought Jack was after you, and actually it was your son.
Yeah. Jack, you are conspicuously silent.
This is a lot for you to deal with. Phyllis is right. We should leave.
You're not at all surprised that Adam is alive, are you?
Of course he's surprised. Who would have suspected something like this? Jack,
We should go.
Victor's implying that you knew
I know
something
what Victor's
about
implying.
this.
Well, did you? Did you know?
Of course he did. That is why Gabriel Bingham, when he came to town, a virtual stranger, got a job at Jabot, a very impressive position.
Why aren't you saying anything?
Why, Jack? Because it's easier to lie to me than to Phyllis? All this time you knew that you could deny knowledge of the Paragon Project. The Abbotts were clean, weren't they? Because you knew Adam was behind it.
I had no idea Adam was working with Ian Ward.
But you knew about Adam. That he was living right here in Genoa City. For months.
What have you got?
So Ward was working with a hacker, okay? And I figure this guy's the key. If we can track him down, we can shut this whole thing down.
What's his name?
Well, I mean, I don't know his name. If I knew his name, I wouldn't be looking for him, right?
That's not helpful. Do you have an online handle? That could be even better.
Antigone 93.
Antigone?
Antigone spelled anti-gone.
I know how to spell Antigone.
Well, it's not exactly subtle.
It's Greek. Antigone is the daughter of Oedipus, also an anarchist. What? I read. It's gonna take a while.
Yeah, well, we don't have a while, all right? We gotta find this wannabe anarchist tonight before Paragon destroys everything.
This is what Adam does. His whole life. I mean, he pushes to extremes. He doesn't stop until he wins. He always has to win.
Like Gabriel. When he does his take no prisoners thing. I've thought so many times how he's reminded me of my brother, but it's really hard for me to believe that Adam's alive.
It's him, Victoria.
So, who pumped you full of lead? Why'd they do it?
Someone who hated me. With good reason.
You know, I never trusted Gabriel. Not from the minute I laid eyes on the guy, and I would tell anybody who would listen to me that he's not who he says he is. You know, there's just something about him, you know, something I couldn't put my finger on. Like the way he was so focused on you and on Connor, always manipulating his way into our lives. And then he goes and he gets that job at Jabot, buys the apartment across the hall, finds a million excuses to knock on your door. And I don't know what it was, but every time I saw him, every time I saw him, I was just filled with this rage. And it was irrational, right? It had to be. It was just jealousy. But I hated him. There's only one other person that I've ever felt that way about, and that's Adam. Son of a bitch. It's him. It's him.
Really?
How long have you known?
It's not important.
Chelsea, how long have you known? Was it when you cheated on me? Huh? Was it when you slept with him?
No, I did not know then. I swear I didn't know then.
You're his wife. I mean, his face may have been different, but there must have been something familiar. How could you not know?
Because my husband was dead, Victoria. So if something happened that reminded me of Adam, I dismissed it as being grief or wishful thinking. It would have been crazy to think otherwise. I mean, I knew my husband was dead.
Until
Adam told me the truth.
And when was that? When was it, Chelsea?
It was a few months ago.
So you have known for months that the man who killed my daughter is alive, and you said nothing.
With this hacker thing, it's taking forever.
Well, what do you expect, Gabe? But I have traced the hacker.
That's good, right?
Not exactly. This guy is good. Covering his tracks with deep encryption and passwords so that people like me can't undo all the damage that this malcontent is trying to inflict on the world.
You need a password.
Yeah, amongst other things.
Okay. Here. It's a password. Try that.
How did you get this?
How did I get? I paid a lot of money for it. I talked to a lot of wannabe anarchists. Don't worry about it. Just see if it works. See if it works.
I know that it works. I discovered this password a few days ago, and as soon as I gained access, the hacker changed it again, shutting me out.
Discovered this a few days ago, but yet you didn't share that lead with me.
Apparently, I'm not the only one who's been withholding information, like the fact that you've been working with Ian.
Working with Ian? What the
I
hell
can't believe
are
I
you
didn't
talking
figure this out. The IP address, your old apartment.
Hold on a second. I explained all that to you.
Yeah, I saw the look on Chelsea's face when I told you guys that the signal was coming from your building. You've been behind Paragon this whole time.
How could you do this? How could you possibly justify keeping quiet about Adam being alive?
Adam was not the only one with something to lose.
Oh, really? So you're admitting having worked with Adam all along?
No, I didn't say that.
Wouldn't be the first time that you used my son to steal my company from me.
I am not out to get Newman Enterprises. I did not know Adam had anything to do with Paragon. Would you forget about the company?
That's easy for you to say, Jack. You didn't build that company from the ground up. Your father did. There's no virus running amok at your company, destroying everything you built, destroying the legacy for your children.
You always manage to forget that Adam is one of your children, even though you've pushed him away, made it clear you didn't care if he existed.
That is simply not true. That is your version.
Is it really any wonder that Adam came to me for friendship? That he asked me to be guardian to his son to protect Connor from you? You really are surprised that he didn't think he could trust you with the truth?
Okay, he trusts no one with the truth. Everybody knows that.
Phyllis,
But
sweetheart.
you have not only been lying to me. What about your brother? What about Billy?
After everything I told you, Chelsea, you, more than anyone, knows how much Delia's death still haunts me. Why would you do this to me?
Isn't it obvious? She's gotten pulled back into her twisted relationship with Adam. And the two of them have spent the last few months devising an exit plan so that Adam can just waltz out of this.
Well, is it true?
No. Yeah, of course it's true. You're here to make some sort of a plea on my brother's behalf, using your history with Billy.
That is not what I'm doing.
Then what are you doing?
I didn't ever want you to find out, okay? Billy, you finally have some peace. You finally are getting your life back together. You're finally happy again with Victoria and your family. I thought dredging all this up for you would just cause more pain.
Oh, please don't pretend like you're doing this on Billy's behalf.
So that's why Adam and I, we were gonna move to Europe together.
Why? So you could protect him? So he wouldn't end up in jail for what he's done?
Look, I thought I lost him forever, and then it was an opportunity to finally start a new life again with him.
Do you hear what you're saying? Start a new life with him? With the man who took my little girl from me? You want to reward this guy with a new life?
No, not anymore. That's why I came here. That's why I'm telling you all this, Billy.
Conscience. Before we found out on our own, that's why.
Look, I'm sorry, okay? I'm so sorry.
Whatever.
Billy, no, don't go. Please don't go. Don't go. Think about our children. They need you. I need you. Please don't do this. Please let the police handle this. Don't.
I love you.
Billy, no!
Adam killed Billy's daughter, and you are protecting him. That is robbing Delia of the justice she deserves. That is robbing Billy.
No, I am protecting Billy.
Does any of this protect your
None
brother?
of this came easily to me. This is not anything that I wanted, believe me.
Jack, in the end, you chose Adam over your brother Billy Boyd.
You don't know what you're talking about.
You bet I do. It is clear to me what you have in common with Adam. What you have in common is that you're trying desperately to best me.
Well, your ego has finally overtaken the space once occupied by your brain.
Jack, stop denying it. You loved sharing this little secret with Adam, didn't you? And you want to deny that you knew Adam was behind Paragon?
I didn't know. I didn't.
Oh, really? You didn't even suspect it, did you?
I don't care what you believe. I really don't.
Listen to me. You stood by and watched that guy try to destroy me and my company. And you want to judge me as a parent? You?
Second, I'm not working with Ian Ward.
Oh, come on. It was you and Ian behind all of this. It's why you convinced Jack to let you head up the investigation for Jabot. It's why you made the side deal with me. So that you can monitor how close I was getting to the truth, feed me a bunch of bad information.
No. Okay, hey, okay, come on. You got me, okay? You got me. I was working with Ian. Okay? And when this whole thing started to spiral out of control...
You know what? Save it. Save it for the jury.
Just hold on a second. I was trying to shut this whole thing down. I was trying to stop Ian, okay? But I need your help on this. You gotta help me,
no,
man.
Actually, I don't.
Kevin, hey. What the hell do you want?
What if it was Kyle, who was presumed dead and missing? I knew otherwise, but didn't tell you. How would you feel about that?
Here's the difference. When Kyle walked through my door, he would know that he was welcome, that he was loved unconditionally, no matter what he did. Are you going to offer that to Adam?
You know nothing about what Adam has done to my family, the damage he has done to my family, including to your sister when I was married to her.
No, I didn't think so. What was I thinking? Now, you're only happy when you're pitting your children against each other.
Why don't you stop? I don't think you're in the position to take a moral high ground right now.
He certainly isn't. You supplied Adam with the means to destroy my family and my business.
You know what? Adam left. Adam left the country. He walked away from you. He walked away from this vendetta. You're the one that pulled the strings to get Chelsea and Connor back here.
Because he is my grandson.
To tie them to you. And for what? It wasn't enough you ruined Adam's life. You had to inflict yourself on his son?
He's better off with me than with that man.
Well, now you can stop suing for visitation, Victor. You don't need to fight for access to your dead son's child anymore.
Why? Because he isn't dead? How long have you known? How long have you known, Chelsea?
Long enough to know that Adam hasn't changed. He's still obsessed with punishing you and proving himself to you, and I want no part of it.
Wait, where are you going?
To find my son.
So you waltz in here to tell Victor about Adam and blow this whole thing wide open?
Chelsea came in here to tell the truth about Adam being alive and how he is wreaking havoc on your family and his. Why do you keep defending him?
There is more to this than you know.
I am not protecting Adam anymore. Not after I found out he has been working with Ian Ward. I am sick of all the lies. For months, he's been telling me it's all about me and Connor, when really it's all about Victor and getting revenge. This vendetta, it will never end.
He's still your husband, Chelsea. He needs...
My son needs me, and I refuse to raise him in this war zone.
Jack, Chelsea's right.
There is a cost, Chelsea.
You and I both know, Jack, there comes a point where you have to walk away to save yourself. That is what I've done. Adam, he has just been telling me what I want to hear, and I am done covering for him. It was time Billy learned the truth.
You told Billy?
Billy, I am haunted by Delia's death.
Don't say her name. You don't get to say her name.
It was an accident. Billy, it was a horrible accident, and I should have come forward sooner. But it wasn't gonna bring her back.
And what? Adam? Maybe Chloe and I wouldn't have signed off on the transplant? And your little boy would still be blind? Is that it?
You hate me. And you think I'm a coward and you want me dead. That is nothing compared to the punishment and the guilt that I feel every single day, every single time I look into Connor's eyes. And the first thing that I see when I wake up in the morning and the last thing that I see when I go to bed at night is Delia.
Enough!
I didn't keep my mouth shut because of any allegiance to Adam. Certainly not because I was in love with him, Nick. I was ready to tell the world who he was and walk out of Genoa City.
Then why didn't you?
Because I fell in love with you. And it was real and good. And something that I thought I'd never have. And I thought that if I told you the truth, I would lose you. Nick.
You're damn right you would have lost me.
Nicholas, perhaps we should wait until...
And you got pregnant? You married me? Was it all part of the plan? Did Adam tell you to make it just look so good? Is that even my baby?
I can't reach my brother. I gotta find Billy and stop him.
Billy has every right to confront Adam. Why are you protecting Delia's killer?
I am protecting my brother, not Adam.
You keep saying that.
Billy doesn't want to fight Adam. Billy doesn't want to see him in jail. He wants to kill him, which would ruin Billy's life. He'd end up behind bars.
Even if Billy said
I'm saying this because it could happen. It did happen. That's the leverage that Adam was holding over me.
So he was blackmailing you?
Before the car went off the road, Billy shot Adam. Every time I told Adam I was going to turn him in, he threatened to have Billy arrested.
And Billy thought he killed him.
And there is no doubt in my mind he wants to finish that job now. And you knew that when you told him, didn't you?
The truth was going to come out eventually.
It didn't have to come from you. Not this way. Do you know what you've done?
I know exactly what I've done.
This has nothing to do with you, Victor. Walk away. It isn't what you think.
I know exactly what this is. I know who this is. Hello, Adam.